What's going on? Mitchell Renz here from Chat Sports. You're watching NFL Daily. I have some NFL news and rumors that I'm telling y'all right now we need to discuss. The first player that I'm going to talk about, he's not even in the NFL, but he's creating headlines still. That's Antonio Brown. So the NFL is reportedly still a few weeks away from making a decision on the playing status of AB. So Jay Glazer of Fox Sports reported the news after Brown met with the league officials earlier this week. Now, according to Glazer, Brown presented the NFL with new information that will require the league further investigate the claims of sexual assault made against AB by the two women. Now, we know that Antonio Brown has denied all allegations of sexual misconduct. Now, Brown, as we know, is a free agent wide receiver. And if anybody watches the show here on NFL Daily, Antonio Brown, he is, when he's on the field, actually one of the best players when he is on the field. When he's off the field, he is an absolute nutcase, tweeting things out on Twitter. What else do you do on Twitter, Mitch? Putting things on Instagram. Antonio Brown, I mean, you can look at these numbers right here. When on the field, Antonio Brown can be an asset. Heck, week 1 for the New England Patriots this year. 4 catches, 54 yards, and a touchdown. The reason why we will continue to talk about Antonio Brown is because when he is on the field, he is very good. And the question that I'm going to ask every single person here watching us on YouTube, will AB ever play again? Type Y for yes, type N for no. Do you want to be an overachiever? I always love when you guys do that. Throw in the comments your favorite team and let me know, would you honestly want Antonio Brown to play for your favorite team? But I'll keep it simple. Will AB ever play again? Type Y for yes or type N for no. Let's talk about another player who's not in the NFL but continues to create headlines, and that's Colin Kaepernick. So, in the week since Colin Kaepernick worked out for 7 NFL teams at Charles R. Drew High School in Riverdale, Georgia, no teams have reached out to work him out. So, there was a report, that basically came out from Kaepernick's attorney that said that 2 teams have shown heavy interest in Colin Kaepernick. Okay, that's interesting. So, if you guys remember, the NFL was going to hold a workout for Colin Kaepernick where 25 teams were going to come. About an hour before that workout, Colin was like, all right, I'm going to change the location of it. I'm going to go about an hour away. Now, 7 teams still went to the Colin Kaepernick workout, and they were the Detroit Lions, Eagles, 49ers, Washington Redskins, the Kansas City Chiefs, the New York Jets, and the Tennessee Titans, So those were the 7 teams. So you could be like, okay, maybe 2 of those 7 teams were interested in Colin Kaepernick. However, according to Schefter, some sources speculated that teams who were interested, which was Colin Kaepernick's agent, and then he came out and said that in the weeks after the workout, nothing has materialized and that he doesn't expect any interest in Colin Kaepernick at this time. I'm going to believe Adam Schefter way more than I'm going to believe Colin Kaepernick's attorney. Now, the debate that's always going to be here is, should Colin Kaepernick, just like Antonio Brown, be back in the NFL? When you look at what he did in 2016, 2015, 2014, 2013, I get it. This guy played in a Super Bowl, and I get it. Lamar Jackson is having an incredible year, and I've had some people say, Mitch, Colin Kaepernick was Lamar Jackson before Lamar Jackson was Lamar Jackson. I don't agree with that. I think Lamar Jackson is a much more talented player than what Colin Kaepernick was. So the question I'm going to ask every single person right now is Colin Kaepernick returning? Will he ever play in the NFL again? The dude hasn't played a single snap in over 3 years. And when he has played in the past, recently, it wasn't all that good. So type 1 for yes and type 2 for no. And just like I asked you guys with Antonio Brown, I want you to shout out your favorite team and let me know in the comments section, would you want Colin Kaepernick on your team? But is he ever going to return? 1 for yes and 2 for no. And I hope y'all return here to our YouTube channel here at Chat Sports. Subscribe to Chat Sports on YouTube. We drop daily videos on NFL rumors like you're seeing right now. And the picture you see on screen is a video that we've made in the past. Plus, if you guys are NFL draft junkies, there is no better person to get your NFL draft information from than What Going Downey, one of the best in the industry. There's no doubt about that. And we've already dropped videos like a 2020 NFL mock draft, NFL news, rumors, heck, we do playoff pictures. We do it all here at Chat Sports. Make sure you subscribe, hit that big red button, youtube.com/chatsportstv. Let's keep it rolling here. Let's talk about Matthew Stafford. And I've ripped on Matthew Stafford more than anybody probably in the media. But Matthew Stafford, before the back injury, was having an absolutely sensational year. The issue is the Lions right now are thinking about shutting down Stafford, according to reports. Now, another interesting report is that apparently Matthew Stafford, and I want to make sure I get the word correct, maniacal, that's how he's been acting. Because Matthew Stafford wants to get out on the field and he wants to play with his team. And I respect that. And you know what, Matt, man, I'm going to apologize to you because I've ripped on you in the past for not being able to win big games. But I respect you very, very much that you want to get out there and play with your team. Now, the Lions, they lost this week, probably because of Jeff Driscoll, to the Washington Redskins, which is why this report now is coming out. The Lions have nothing to win. They're in a very tough division. So why risk your franchise quarterback? Speaking of franchise quarterbacks, kinda. The Chicago Bears are reportedly still firmly behind Mitchell Trubisky, according to Ian Rappaport. Now, Rappaport also kind of goes on to say that the organization, the reason why they're staying behind Trubisky is because that they also believe that the entire offense in general, not just Trubisky, needs to play better, which I agree with. I don't disagree with that statement. However, if I'm the Chicago Bears, I'm sitting there thinking like, we were just 12-4. We were one of the best teams in the entire NFL. And if you can honestly sit there, look me in the eyes, and say that Mitchell Trubisky is your franchise quarterback, I'm going to say you're lying. Because then you haven't watched the entire year. You haven't watched this past game against the Giants. The New York Giants are not a good football team, especially on defense. And Trubisky, 25 of 41, 278 yards, 2 very bad interceptions. And you don't even need to look at the box score. Watch him throw. He is afraid to move the football down the field. He is afraid to make mistakes, which is just leading to more mistakes. Now, the reason why I think the Bears are we have to stay behind Mitchell Trubisky, the biggest reason, man, is because you drafted him over some elite quarterbacks. So last week, he suffered a hip injury. I think he was just actually benched. So the reason why I want you guys to rank these quarterbacks is not because I think that you're going to put Mitchell Trubisky in front of Patrick Mahomes or Deshaun Watson, but for the simple reason that the Chicago Bears traded up, sure only one spot, to get Mitchell Trubisky and passed on Patrick Mahomes. You passed on Deshaun Watson, who I would argue right now are the 2 best young quarterbacks in the entire NFL. So everyone who's watching us live right now on YouTube, let me know. Rank these quarterbacks. Mitchell Trubisky, Patrick Mahomes, Deshaun Watson. Now, I want to give a special shout out to our sponsor, BetDSI. So here at Chat Sports, we are hooking up our viewers with the best deal out there. And if you like to bet on NFL games, the NBA, you want to bet on college football, you can do that all at BetDSI. But when you go there, you got to go to the link below, chatsports.com/bet, and you got to use that promo code NFL120 for 120% deposit bonus. Let's look at a guy who could probably use that deposit bonus because he's set to lose $1.2 million for missing the final 6 games of this season. That's Myles Garrett. So Garrett's suspension was upheld, and he will miss the remainder of the 2019 season for hitting Mason Rudolph in the head with Mason Rudolph's football helmet. And if you missed the brawl, go look it up on YouTube. It's pretty cool. So Schefter, though, he came out with a report today that said that the NFL is hopeful and optimistic that Myles Garrett doesn't miss games in 2020, which is interesting to me, right? I mean, if Schefter's already kind of wondering if the NFL might suspend Myles Garrett in 2020, I think there is at least a little bit of reason to be concerned. So the reason why that Chat Sports is different, the reason why our show is special, is because of the live interaction that we have with our viewers. So Myles Garrett, okay? Should Garrett be suspended in 2020? And everyone who's watching us right now, I want you to type S for suspend or P for play. And out of all the things that I said in this entire show, if y'all want my honest opinion on should Garrett be suspended in 2020, I want you guys to hit me up on IG, or you guys can hit me up on Twitter. It's down there below, at Mitchell Renz 365. Now, Mason Rudolph was suspended $50K, but I think we can all agree missing football games, that's something that you can never get back. Myles Garrett is a very, very special player. There is no doubt about that. But what happened against the Browns and Steelers, that was ugly, and that stuff can't happen. So one more time, I'm going to hit you with it. Should Garrett be suspended in 2020? type S for suspend, or type P for play.